Thank you, Michael. We'll check in with you. We'll see how that work in progress deals with this team tonight. Underneath, Holmes, an and one on the first play of the game. Rolling to the basket and nobody home.
And that was the slowest pick and roll that you could possibly run. The Lakers just real late in their rotations.
On Friday at Staples Center, it was the first triple overtime for the Lakers since 2011 and the first triple overtime for Sacramento since 2009. AD, handoff, baseline, THT, reverse layup is a thing of by 7 in the overtime. And there was Alvin Gentry. 6th time he's been either an interim or a head coach as AD hits it in the lane for his first bucket of the night.
70% of his damage in that area.
Holmes scores. Richaun Holmes. Boy, a big loss the other night. I mentioned a career year and 106 victory over the Pistons. Again, where LeBron had 33 and 9. And there's Halliburton.
12. That's 3 per quarter, so they've got to be pretty clean the rest of the way.
Well, the Lakers, one more time, they let a big lead almost slip totally away the other night against the Pistons. There was a stretch where they looked like the team that we thought they were going to be coming into the year as one of them on Friday against Sacramento. Halliburton out of De'Aaron Fox. Into the corner, Davis. Weak side, clean it up. Jamezi DJ off target. Here comes Davis. He's going to attack AD. All the way, score it! Took it right at the big guy.
Well, that's the way you do it. You got it.
Good play by DJ Stu to keep it alive.
You know, he kept it alive twice. I thought both times he should have just snatched the rebound.
AD in low, another and one opportunity for the Browns. Threw it off the board, hoping for something to happen. But he healed in rhythm. In rhythm.
Buddy Hield is always in rhythm.
Holds it high over his head with 3 to shoot. Monk's going to have to fire it up himself. Going to be wide right. Good work by Dwight underneath. Couple of fakes, and he'll shoot free throws.
No, we talked about the work that Alex Len did on the offensive.
By the way, all of them were Friday against the Kings. And while we have a moment, here's a word from Carl.
You know, with Wayne Ellington in the starting lineup, with Wayne Ellington on the fourth period, because they're not really running stuff for him. He's out there, and it's almost like he's invisible.
Well, another lob, and again, a free run. That's right in front of AD. Gonna bounce it now to Mitchell. He scores.
That was just a bad pass that time, though, by TH.
But the Lakers now will bring it into the front court. This big 3 was about all they had the other night. Dwight scores as he lays it in on him. He's coming around. Under 4 minutes to play. Lakers have it, but they're down by 7. There's another lob to Dwight, and Dwight's got it again. Where would the Lakers be without the big fella? Right off the glass. Now it's out to Mitchell. Middleman is healed. And they'll set things up as the teammates join the party. Alex Len, he's going to fire a 3. Well, if you saw what Valanciunas did last 5-on-4, which means Hield is open. Rebound. Len to Mitchell. They get the second chance. And they make the Lakers pay.
2 minutes to go. Lakers down by double digits already.
Games in the NBA tonight, including the Golden State Phoenix contest. In fact, those 2 teams will play twice this week. They'll play tonight and again on Friday. Golden State.
Oh, Lakers had an opportunity there for a loose ball, and now they're going to end up with a. Well, they got lucky because that ended up with a wide open look at a 3.
And the miss by Lou King. I think we saw Lou the other night in the game.
Good dive by Westbrook as they double team Carmelo, and Carmelo with the assist.
So Russ scratches for the first time tonight. With just over a minute to play in the quarter. Mitchell short off the rim. Here comes Austin Reeves. Reeves was out that extended time with the hamstring. Davis, we mentioned that he hit a couple of 3s after not shooting well at all from there. That's an understatement earlier on. Russ just forcing himself in and will get the benefit of the call.
I mean, forcing himself is the right words, because that time the defender was in pretty good position. But Russell's relentlessness just keeps him going, and he ends up getting the whistle and gets to the line to shoot 2.
You know, I think you mentioned this, Stu. Russ is shooting free throws a little bit better. Last handful of games, 73% from the line. Hey, Laker fans, as you watch each game this season, play Lakers Pick'em through the Lakers mobile app. Lakers Pick'em is an interactive game for fans to predict how their favorite players will do during each game this season. Now put your basketball knowledge to the test and win some prizes with Lakers Pick'em.
De'Aaron Fox goes out of the game as Halliburton comes back in. Mitchell still upset at that foul that they called on him against Westbrook.
Mitchell has 2 fouls. So does Len. So does Davis. So they've piled up 3 players now with a couple of fouls in the first quarter. They're still a little shorthanded, although they got Holmes back to start the game. We'll see how much Holmes actually plays. Halliburton, that's a running hook shot. Pretty well defended by the Lakers. And then Monk just dropped it out of bounds, unfortunate.
You talk about an unforced turnover. That's what you will see in the dictionary, that particular play.
Turnovers for the Lakers turned into 7 points so far for the Sacramento Kings.
Maybe I can readjust my 12 turnover thing.
You can do it at any time,
Well,
Stu.
I'm readjusting it to 12 in the first quarter. I've already got 7.
Well, I don't think they're going to turn it over 5 times in the next half minute. If they do, you're a genius. Here is Mitchell, Len. Now Mitchell, that's a little stutter step. The bunny hop, and it's turnover. So each team has 7 turnovers.
The only difference is when the Kings do shoot, they're shooting a much higher percentage than the Lakers. The Lakers a little not cold from the field to start, but only down by 5.
And Lakers haven't made a 3. They're 0 for 4. They are +2 in the paint. Kings have hit 3 threes. Shot clock is 6 ahead of the game as Russ quarterbacks gets the high kick from Davis. Russ wanders in, tries to get it to